Yo, 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 yo. Ladies, fascism. I am here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are here tonight on that shit. And tonight on that shit. We are going to be we are going to be talking about wrestling, SmackDown recap, a little bit of news, not too much. But anyways, Liv Morgan and Braun Strowman have both confirmed what type of injuries they have. For Liv Morgan, it is a tear shoulder, basically. I'm not sure, like the bone is broken or like a ligament, like a rotated cuff. But they're saying it's like a tear shoulder. So she's gonna probably be out for at least, I'm gonna say 3 months. If it's a rotated cuff situation, probably gonna be out for like 7 months, 9 months. So wishing a speedy recovery to Liv Morgan. Braun Strowman has also announced he had a neck fusion. That's probably gonna silence him most likely for the rest of 2023. Those can be kind of career threatening. I think Randy had a back fusion, I believe, a few months ago, and it's been a year since he's been back. He's been out for a year, and now Strowman, they're saying he's probably out for the rest of this year. So man, these guys are these injuries, man, they're really bad, man. Strowman with a neck injury, Randy Orton with a back injury, and Liv Morgan with a shoulder injury, and then Dakota Kai with a leg injury. These injuries are very tough, man. Wish everybody, all of them, a speedy recovery, and hopefully they're back. They're back soon. Oh man, Jesus Christ. The whole Roman Reigns Usos segment in less than 15 hours has 19 million views on across WWE social media platforms, which means they're probably going to continue this storyline. Because the fact that under 15 hours, you got 19 million views, that means people still care about this storyline. My thing is with them separate, and maybe I'll get more into it as I start doing my SmackDown recap. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do, actually. So, I might as well. But I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen, as far as the news. Let's move along and let's do a SmackDown recap here tonight on a Saturday. I do believe, what was the day last night? June 2 to 2023. All right, ladies and gentlemen, SmackDown recap here tonight on a Saturday. We are here tonight on the show on a Saturday. No cock. Anyways, let's see, ladies and gentlemen. So this show. It was in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure exactly where, Pittsburgh or somewhere. They're going a lot to Pittsburgh and Philadelphia lately, right? I don't know why. Anyways, it seems like they're trying to figure out we gotta be in the Midwest, East Coast. That's where a lot of the fans use the atmosphere, right? They go to these other little cities and not too much. But anyways, let's start this show. We started off with a video package for Roman Reigns celebrating his 1,000th anniversary. Oh, excuse me tonight. Excuse me. Then we get Austin Theory on the microphone, talking about how, bunch of shit and stuff like that. He said, he talks about, imagine if we come, I don't know why the fuck he would say this, it was all stupid. Imagine if we combined my United States Championship run of 200 days with Roman Reigns running 1,000. It was all like, what the fuck? Anyways. It leads up to a match between a 6-man tag team match with Austin Theory teaming up with Pretty Deadly, which got a new entrance, which is like a slow motion. Oh my, I don't know about that. And the Brawling Brutes, Rich Holland, Sheamus, and Butch. At the end, it was kind of creative. They the one with black hair, the brunette one, like put the ring, what is the tarp on top of the blonde one, and they confused them and they thought it was him. That the other one was the one that was legal, and that's how it's set up. I believe there's finishers called Spoiled Milk and or Spill the Milk, some shit like that, and that's how they won. So pretty good creative way to finish the match right there. I guess it's something different to finish the match. But yeah, man, pretty good, man. Then we get, let's see here. We get AJ Styles and it was the Carl Anderson and Lou Gallows, accompanied by AJ and Mia Yim, versus the Hit Row. Obviously, we all know the original Club One Hit Row. They're jobbers, honestly, man. I know there's some releases coming up, right? And I think that's going to be one of them. Hit Row, man. They have been a huge. Oh my lord. After the match, a brawl starts. Top Dollar, he attacks Carl Anderson, and then AJ gets in the ring and hits a phenomenal elbow. On Top Dollar, and then AJ's just celebrating. Fans start chanting "Happy Birthday" and stuff like that. Paul Heyman is with Adam Pearce, and he's telling him, can you please make sure there's security? I don't want the Usos to interfere in the celebration and stuff like that. And yeah, he's like, yeah, man, I tightened up the security, and I have also told the Usos I don't want you to be here tonight. So there's that. He's also talking to Solo Sikoa, telling him how important the night is. Obviously, he's just talking. Solo barely talks. Then we get the Grayson Waller effect. His special guest is Asuka. She's talking in Japanese, and then a bunch of Io Sky comes out, and they start arguing in Japanese, and then it leads up to a bunch of different women coming out. Let's see here. Who came out? A bunch of the Money in the Bank briefcases. Shotzi, Bailey, Selena came out. Lacey Evans. And then at the end, Asuka's she's on the top of them. She's like, hey, no one's ready for Asuka. And then she gets attacked by Bianca Belair. The security and the referees are trying to stop it. And, that stuff like that. And they freaking, a bunch of video packages, man. Like I said, backstage, you got Adam Pearce with Solo Sikoa, telling him how important, Paul Heyman with Solo Sikoa, telling him how important the night is. And then we get after the brawl between Asuka and Bianca Belair, we get a one-on-one match with Selena Vega and Lacey Evans. Selena Vega went with a full roll-up. Whatever. And then we get Montez Ford versus LA Knight. Very good match here, man. LA Knight wins with a full roll-up. He cheats. He's grabbing onto the rope for leverage. But LA Knight advances, man. So maybe finally they are building up LA Knight to maybe even he qualifies for Money in the Bank. Maybe he will win it. We'll see what happens, man. And they show a very scary dark side video of Alba Fry and SL Adon. I think they're the NXT Tag Team Champions. and they just got drafted to SmackDown. And well, I thought it was the Viking Raiders, honestly. And then Triple H is out in the ring, and he presents Roman Reigns with a new championship. But they're calling it, like, I kind of predicted this, right? The undisputed Universal WWE Championship. I'm assuming they're going to retire the other two belts, right? The Universal, the WWE Championship. And imagine if he has all three. That would be crazy. But we'll probably have to wait until next time Roman shows up, whether it's next week or whenever it is, to see if he's turning all three, or now he's just turning that new one, the one that Triple H presented him. Triple H compared Roman Reigns to Michael Jordan and Muhammad Ali. And then he's like, it hasn't been done in over 35 years that a man has been champion for 1,000 days. Then, Roman Reigns comes out, Michael Cole saying he's the fifth longest world champion in WWE history, and he's only like a few weeks away from becoming fourth. And he names only Pedro Morales, Bob Backlund, Hulk Hogan, and Bruno Sammartino are ahead, and that he's like 3 weeks away from passing Pedro Morales for fourth place. It feels like the home run or like the scoring thing in the NBA, right? He's fifth all time. He's three instead of points or home runs here. It's days, right? He's 500 points away from passing, third place, or he's 10 home runs away from passing third place. He's 25 days away from passing third place. Jesus Christ. And then, he presents him with the belt. And Triple H is just standing there. I was like, why didn't he just leave? What? I thought they were going to do something with Triple H maybe. But then the Usos music comes out right away. And Triple H just leaves. It's like, I work for security, right? The freaking, they do triple down on security and everything. No security at all. Made both kind of, not only Adam Pearce, but Triple H, like, I feel like a pendejo, right? Because they're supposed to be the bosses. And I'm like, why did they have Triple H just leave after he presented the title? Roman started talking, and then once he got interrupted by the Usos, Triple H left. It seemed like it made Triple H look like, oh shit, let me get out of here before they get mad at me for not having security. It's almost like he just washed his hands. He's like, hey, this is not my problem. Anyways, whatever. I thought it was interesting. I'm like, just have Triple H leave after he got done presenting the belt. But anyways, they go to commercial break, and then they come back. There's a face-off. More than anything, it's Roman and Jimmy Uso. And Jimmy tells him, hey, man, listen, what I did this past Saturday, I did because I still feel you're my brother, man. I love you, man. I just saw you were disrespecting us too much, and I needed to put an end to that, man. But at the end of the day, man, we're still brothers, man. And he's like trying to tell him, I still want to do this. I still want to be a part of this bloodline. I'm just asking for more respect, man. And then he tells something to Solo about, hey, Solo, man, you gotta, he's using you too, man. And once he gets done with you, he's gonna start treating you the same way he's been treating us. And then Roman's like, hey, man, Solo can speak up for himself, man. And he gives him the microphone, and Solo's like, hey, man, my trifle chief, Roman Reigns, I acknowledge you, but these guys are my brothers. He gives Roman Reigns the microphone, and he moves over to the Uso side. Usos get all excited. Everybody's shocked. And then Jimmy's like, hey, man, we can still do this, man. You just got to show us more respect and treat us better. And I'm still down to do this, man. Or what, man? What's it going to be, man? It's just going to be you and your Iceland being the tribal chief without a family, man. You're going to be all alone, man. What's it going to be? And then Roman gets a little bit mad. And Jimmy just freaking shoves him his face. And freaking Roman's all fucking pissed off. I don't know what the fans were chanting. They had to mute the fans and chanting maybe holy shit or something. And then Roman's about to, maybe fight Jimmy. And then freaking Jay gets involved. And hey, man, we're doing this the wrong way. We're doing this the wrong way. And then Jimmy starts calming down. Like, hey, man, you're right, Jay, you're right. Man, all I want is for you to treat us better with better respect. And we're down to continue this whole family bloodline thing, man. We're down for it. And then Roman's like, he doesn't say anything. He just goes up and hugs them. And then he's like, start crying. He looks up at like the roof. And then he's like, no. Like I said, I'm not gonna accept this. I don't want you to be a part of my family anymore. And they're all like panicking, like, what the hell? And then freaking Solo, Samoan spikes Jimmy, freaking, and then Roman and Paul Heyman and Solo just walk away. And Jay's in shock, attending to his brother who just got Samoan spike laying in the ring. And freaking, as the show's about to finish up, Paul Heyman tells Roman Reigns, my trifle chief, what about Jay? And Roman tells him, Jay will do what Jay always does, and that's fall in line. And then they just walk away, and the show's finished. They pass one final time. Jimmy trying to recover from the Samoan spike, and Jay trying to help him back up. So pretty much by Roman Reigns saying that, Roman Reigns believes that eventually Jay is going to leave his brother, and it's going to go back to joining the bloodline, which I think that's the next one, right? Now it looks like Jimmy's done by Roman not accepting his conditions to continue to be part of the bloodline, and then him getting Samoan spiked by Solo. That means Jimmy's out of the bloodline. That was the way of kicking him out of the bloodline. Now the next one is Jay. They're gonna make Jay choose probably between the bloodline or being with Jimmy, and he's probably gonna choose Jimmy, which is probably gonna set up the tag team match and Money in the Bank. And the question is, then what happens at SummerSlam? It's gonna be interesting to see, man, because I'm starting to think one of them, maybe even Solo, faces Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, because maybe they have the tag team match at Money in the Bank, and then Roman just goes maybe too aggressive on the Usos, and Solo's like, that's my brothers, man. And he kind of like the same way Sami turned on Roman at Royal Rumble, right? Because he felt he was going too far with his friend Kevin Owens. Maybe they'll do something similar, and then I'll set up Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa at SummerSlam. Or maybe like, I don't know if they'll go this route because he hasn't been pinned in like 3-4 years, but maybe the Usos not only win, but maybe Jay pins Roman Reigns, and then he claims, hey man, I pinned you. I was the first person to pin you in 4 years, like since 2019. I need a title shot, and that's how they get to Roman versus Jay at SummerSlam. I don't know. Now, there's also another belief that Roman was expected to defend the title and not only at SummerSlam, but also at Money in the Bank. So everybody's assuming a tag team match, but a lot of people believe they were told it's going to be a title defense. So I don't know, man. I don't even know who and that's what they do is they're like, he's gonna face Jimmy. They delay everything, and so maybe Jay for a few weeks is trying to figure out which one am I with, and then so Jimmy challenges Roman to a title match at SummerSlam, and he beats him, but he goes way too far with Jimmy. And that's how Jay snaps. And then Jay faces Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. That could also be a possibility where Jimmy at Money in the Bank and then Jay at SummerSlam. That could also be another way. Because I do think they want to keep Solo with him. Otherwise, he's gonna maybe start winning clean. And as a heel, you don't really want that. You probably want to have him help the bloodline help him win. So they probably want to keep Solo with him along. At least I would say until maybe Royal Rumble. And then maybe when you can do a storyline where maybe Solo wins the Royal Rumble and he challenges Roman, maybe he gives him the choice. I talked about this in the past, like how Triple H did it. He told Batista, go face the SmackDown champion. and instead he chose Triple H, the Raw champion. Maybe those will do something similar. Maybe Solo wins the Royal Rumble, and Roman say, "Hey, go face Seth Rollins or whoever the hell's the world champion." He's like, "No, I'm facing you." And maybe that's where I will pull the trigger and have Solo be world champion. And I think that's where you end it all, and you got really something good out of this. But I don't know. I don't know. There's rumors they want him to break Hulk Hogan's record, which I believe would put him, like at least I believe third all time in the list of world champions. So I don't know. I would pull the trigger. That's how I would build it up and have Solo beat him at this year's WrestleMania. But they're probably not going to do that. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much it. Until next time, holla.